Senators' team coverage from the Capitol as a right-to-work bill clears the state Senate. Senators casting their votes just 20 minutes ago, a 17-15 margin, with one Republican voting against the measure. As emotional debate over right to work was scheduled to continue through the night. Michelle Lee now in the field. Jessica Arp, Matthew Simon standing by, and our team coverage continues from the Capitol. Michelle?
Oh boy, Eric, this night really picked up within just the last 15 minutes or so. After 2 long days of debate, lots of controversy, big crowds here, the votes have been cast in the Senate, and as you mentioned, 17-15, it moves forward. Now, no real surprises tonight, despite the efforts of so many thousands of protesters who spent the last 2 days at the Capitol. Our political reporter, Jessica Arp, has been following these developments very closely over the last couple of days. And Jessica, tonight on the floor, lots of discussion and lots of passion.
Well, that's right. And of course, in the end, the votes coming down as many thought that they would at this point. A 17-15 margin. Republican Jerry Petrowski of Marathon breaking ranks with fellow Republicans to vote against right to work today, saying in a statement, quote, that he wasn't convinced the benefits of the bill would materialize. But earlier today, both sides discussing the bill and 7 amendments throughout the day through disruptions in the gallery. Senator Scott Fitzgerald saying on the floor today this was about worker freedom and making the state more attractive for business. Democrats saying it would hurt all workers through lower wages and benefits.
There will be no more important jobs bill in this chamber over the next 2 years than the bill before us today.
We don't know. We don't know what the cost will be to taxpayers because this bill has been rushed so fast. We haven't had a chance to stop and look and study and analyze the budget hole that this bill will create.
Now, Democrats did offer 7 amendments to this bill tonight before it was over. You're seeing right now the vote that played out on the floor, though, just about 20 minutes ago. As we said, a 17-15 margin. One Republican breaking ranks with Republicans to vote against the bill, as he had said that he would for the last number of weeks on the bill. That is Jerry Petrowski of Marathon. But as we said, Democrats offered 7 amendments to this bill this evening on everything from increasing the minimum wage to delaying when this bill would take effect. All of them failed. In the end, as we said, 17-15. The final margin tonight, we did just hear from Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald moments ago in the Senate parlor. He's saying that this was the right move, that his senators all voted the way he thought that they would, although admitting, because of how this works, that it may take years for any effects of right to work to happen in Wisconsin. Of course, there are some next steps before we get there.
Well, could you talk about those next steps for people at home?
Well, that's right. Yeah, the next step would be, obviously, this goes to the state assembly. At this point, they have committed to holding their own public hearing on this measure, which will likely be a rerun of what we saw yesterday, the last couple of days, long hours, lots of people. That's going to go to their house. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos has said he does believe he has the votes to pass right to work in that House, and then if they do, of course, it will go to the governor's desk, where he, despite saying it had been a distraction for a while, also says he'll sign it.
All right. Well, thank you, Jessica, for your reporting tonight and for staying on top of this story for so long. We appreciate your reporting.